So yeah, what I want to talk about right now is that something that is very true, very depressing. Well, not very depressing, but just a bad issue, and is something that has probably crossed every black person's. Well, I'm not gonna say every black person. Well, I'm gonna say a lot of black people's minds. Why do we have so little power? Why is it that whenever we try to do anything, everybody just ignores us? And it's not even a case of, oh yeah, we're trying to get the attention of a white man or any of that foolishness. But the question, of course, is why do we have so little power, and why is everybody go around the place talking about how little power we have? And here's the reason why, for the topic of this video, which is why are black people so powerless? And and or I should say, why do black people have so little power? And I'll give you one answer to this question quickly. And the answer to the question is rap music. Now, since this is a big claim, let me explain quickly why. The reason why I say black people have so little power is because of rap music. Is that the reason why I say that is because that's the only thing we really seem to, aside from that and sports, that seems to be the only thing that we really seem to really well focus on. Now, this might seem like a depressing topic, but I actually believe it's it actually has a lot. We have a lot of room for improvement and potentially making life more comfortable for everybody out there, for black people in general out there, in all honesty. And what I want to say is that they have a saying, there is five human senses out there. Five: hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, and of course, touch. Okay? I'm not trying to make people feel stupid. That I'm just pointing out something that is just a known fact, you know? And since there's only five senses out there, and that's it, really. Why don't we focus on skills that relate to other senses aside from just music? Because music, there is a fundamental flaw with just this making music, which I think a lot of people can take information from, because the problem with music is that focusing solely on music as a way um to get ourselves out, to make a powerful community. And this is not about competing with the white man or something, as a lot of people would say, and all that sort of stuff. This is just a basic case of just common sense and stuff, because I don't know, some of the black leadership, I don't know about them. They're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of cuckoo or whatever, but or they're just dumb, or they're just paid to be a certain way. And the problem with the black community when it comes to making entertaining ourselves is that if we just listen to music, the problem with listening to music is that even though music is an easy way, and black people do very well when it comes to music, the most consistently high rated videos on YouTube are rap songs. But, because they actually love what they're doing, even though they suck nowadays, but they still are just leeching off the success of the 90s rappers and the 2000s, of course, and whatever. But in all honesty, I want to ask you a simple question here. Can you listen to music all the time? Because whenever I look up anything dealing with any other issue, it's just rap music. You can't Like, look on YouTube. Look for people um who do things, black people who do things aside from music. Look at black people who actually, create, I don't know, maybe like a military armor. Look at black people who work as, who, who create maybe devices you can actually hold and stuff like that. Black people who do just a variety of careers. There's none. It's just simply rap music. That's all that it is. I'm not anti-rap. I love rap. I only love it for the beat. I've never been a lyric person anyway. But the question of the matter is that can you listen to music 24/7? And that's all you do. You know? Don't you want to watch something? Don't you want to get something to eat? Don't you want to watch a documentary or something? You can't just spend your time just focusing on music because everybody has cravings because the human experience is to experience life as a whole. We all have our own goals of what we want to accomplish in life, and and just in general, people just like to be entertained, and in general, not all the time. You can rely solely on music as a way to get you money and stuff, and that's a problem with it. And I'm just pointing out the truth because I researched something on the internet, and they said the wealth um um distribution has not gone up in 50 years. There's been very little progress, and just like anything that deals with African Americans, you know, um, the criteria of success stories are ridiculously low. Like I remember I read an article. They said like 6% of black people become freshmen, and like what the hell? Like what the hell? And people look at these issues and think it's a case of racial discrimination, but you have to realize something, okay? You have to realize something. And I'm not trying to say anyone's stupid here or anything. I don't like it when people make interpretations about who I am versus who I actually am. But in all honesty, if what do these people when they go to university, ask yourself this question, and college, what do they want to do? Like, are they pursuing a music career or something? Is that it? Because just in general, you have to realize that is that if we were to focus on art, which is a very, very big thing for certain particular reasons, and it's not much of a surprise why it would not be, and focus on other things aside from just music and making beats over sample tracks, which is kind of whack anyway, because you're doing like a quarter of the work of the original artist, we would not be having these conversations because you have to realize, besides, when it comes to issues such as wealth, income, and all that stuff, you can just simply go on YouTube and post the things you want to post. I know nobody's going to take this video very seriously if they got to this level at this point, but I'm just simply saying we're going to have to focus on it. Remember what I said about the five senses. And for the sense of touch, it would be things maybe like, for example, maybe my making clothing, certain textures such as when you're touching something like a couch or something. It's not, that's all I can really think of because texture is not something the sense of touch is not something people discuss a lot. But my point in general of the matter is that focusing on the five senses, it makes you realize instantly all the skill opportunities you can pretty much have, because most people have the five senses. So there you go. And that's my video. That's all I have to really say for now. And that's it. If I had anything else to say, I forgot it. But that's my video, and just remember that fact, the five senses. That should be something easy to remember for anybody, for that matter. And that's it in my video. Bye.